Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the Clock Reading Challenge 2022, so stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the Clock Reading Challenge for 2022. I did do the Clock Reading Challenge is a reading challenge which I started last year. I created it. I will link up to the blog post all about that and why I decided to do this. Turned out to be actually a really fun challenge to do. I loved seeing the clock face come together throughout the year. It's also very doable because it's just 12 books in 12 months, so that's just one a month to do it. So it's an easier challenge in some ways than a lot of the other reading challenges out there. So if you're looking for something a bit more accessible for busy schedules and things like that, then join us for the Clock Reading Challenge. But yeah, anyway, so this was the idea that I came up with last year, and it's so basically you have the 12 books for the face of the clock, and each one has a number from 1 to 12 on it to make up the clock face. Like I said, I really enjoyed doing this last year, and a lot of the books that I read for the challenge actually turned out to be some of my favourite books from the year that I read. So very good. And I liked the fact that the books that I picked last year, because going on the title having the numbers in it and things, I actually ended up reading a lot of different genres and things. I read compilations of short stories, I read thrillers, I read romance, I read some other stuff which is more in like the fantasy thing, which I wouldn't normally have read, but I actually really enjoyed. So like I said, it was good for pushing my comfort zones a little bit and getting me trying different genres and things as well. So I'm really looking forward to see what this year's challenge is going to help me discover. So anyway, this is the graphic. So we have this graphic right here. You can download this from my website, which is linsdell.com. Again, I will add a link for where you can get that. But the idea is that we're going to fill in the numbers with the book covers for the books that we read for this challenge. Okay, so it's very doable. The graphic is one that I made on Canva. So just if you want to do it with Canva, that's very, very easy. You just add this graphic as your background on it, and then just upload the various different book covers and insert them onto your clock to do it. I hope that a lot of people will join in. Have already had a lot of positive feedback about people that want to be joining in with this one that maybe missed it last year, because they didn't know about it. Like I said, I only created it last year, so it was still kind of new, whereas this year it's already got some more traction and things. So anyway, that is in a nutshell the Clock Reading Challenge. The hashtag for it, if you want to join in conversations and things on Twitter or other places, is Clock Reading Challenge. Very simple, easy to remember. And also I will be doing my monthly wrap-ups and things on my website, like I said, linsdell.com, where I will be posting my progress with my own clock reading challenge and things over there. So if you want to join in the conversation and things over there as well, and share the books that you've read and the numbers that you're doing for it, then feel free to join me over there too. Something that I realized last year when I was doing it, I started off and I started with number 1, and I was kind of doing them in order, which I did for like the first half of the year, and then I was missing one number and for a book, so I skipped it and went round, and so I did it like that, and then I found a book to fill the number, and so I went back to it. This year I'm just kind of whichever one takes my fancy when it takes my fancy. So you can fill in your clock in order. So it's the number of the clock which corresponds to the month. So 1 for January, 2 for February, etc. Or you can just do them as you like. I mean, the overall goal is to do 12 books in 12 months and to fill up your clock face. So it's very flexible. Just have fun with it. And please do share if you have suggestions for books that would be good to read for this, then please do share them with me, both here and over on the website as well, because I think a lot of people would think that was very helpful anyway, to see various different kinds of books that you can I've also discovered that some numbers are incredibly easy to find books for, like the number 1 is on so many books, so many books, and then there's other numbers that are not quite as easy to come across, things like the 6, 7, 11, they're slightly harder to come by, but there are lots out there. So anyway, yes, if you have any suggestions for books for the various different numbers for this challenge, then please do leave them down in the comments below. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you will join in with the clock reading challenge. Please click the subscribe button before you go so you don't miss out on new updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.